7 stretches every adult should do daily. In today's world, it's not an exaggeration to say that modern life has transformed us into sedentary beings. We spend 8 to 12 hours daily sitting, hunched over computers, smartphones, and steering wheels. The truth is clear. Our bodies weren't designed to endure so many hours in these positions. Over time, something silent happens. Our muscles gradually shorten, joints become progressively stiffer, and our posture deteriorates without us noticing. It's no wonder that back pain has become the leading cause of disability worldwide, affecting more than 80% of adults at some point in their lives. Stiff necks, tense shoulders, and painful knees aren't age-related issues, as many think, but direct consequences of the sedentary lifestyle we've adopted. In summary, our body is a movement machine being forced into immobility. Today, you'll see 7 essential stretches that, if you take just a few minutes to do them every day, will directly combat the negative effects of modern life, alleviating pain, restoring mobility, and preventing future problems. Stay attentive until the end because stretch number 4 is the most restorative. Stretch 7. Child's Pose. Child's Pose is one of the most restorative stretches for a body overwhelmed by modern life. It specifically targets the spinal extensors, those muscles that work all day to maintain our upright posture and that become constantly tense when we spend hours sitting improperly. This stretch also provides exceptional relief for the lower back, hips, shoulders, and neck, precisely the areas that suffer most from daily postural stress. Researchers from Harvard Medical School conducted a study with 120 office professionals suffering from chronic back pain. After implementing Child's Pose for just 3 minutes, 3 times a day, for 6 weeks, 89% of participants reported a significant reduction in pain. The study also showed an average decrease of 27% in intradiscal pressure, the pressure inside the intervertebral discs, which explains the immediate relief many people feel when performing this stretch. To execute correctly, begin kneeling on the floor with knees separated approximately at hip width. Sit on your heels and then lean your torso forward, extending your arms in front of you. Let your chest rest on your thighs and your forehead gently touch the floor. Your arms can remain extended forward or relaxed at your sides. Breathe deeply in this position, allowing your body to relax a little more with each exhalation, sinking toward the floor. A very common mistake is keeping the buttocks elevated without really sitting on the heels, which drastically reduces the stretching effect on the lower back. Another frequent error is shortening the position, not fully extending the arms and torso forward, which limits the stretch of the thoracic spine and shoulders. Many people also tend to hold their breath or breathe superficially in this position, when deep breathing is essential to maximize the benefits. For those with limited ankle flexibility or knee discomfort, a useful adaptation is to place a cushion between the buttocks and heels, and/or another cushion under the knees. People with shoulder problems may choose to leave their arms relaxed at their sides instead of extended. If there's difficulty touching the forehead to the floor, a pillow or yoga block can provide support, allowing complete relaxation of the cervical region. Stretch 6. Butterfly Stretch. The butterfly stretch is fundamental for combating the negative effects of sitting for hours, as it directly targets the adductor muscles of the thigh and hip rotators, which become shortened and stiff with inactivity. This exercise also works on the mobility of the sacroiliac joint, frequently compromised by prolonged sitting posture, while helping to release accumulated tension in the lumbar region. A study published in the International Journal of Sports Physical Therapy evaluated the effects of this stretch on 45 office workers with complaints of lower back pain and hip stiffness. After performing the butterfly stretch for 5 minutes daily for 4 weeks, participants showed an average increase of 32% in hip range of motion and a 41% reduction in lower back pain reports. The study also verified a 28% improvement in sitting posture, with greater ease in maintaining the spine in a neutral position. To perform the butterfly stretch correctly, sit on the floor with an erect spine and bring the soles of your feet together in front of you, letting your knees fall to the sides. Hold your ankles or feet and, keeping your back straight, slightly lean your torso forward from the hips. It's important not to force your knees down with your hands. The natural weight of your legs already provides adequate stretching. Maintain the position for 1 to 3 minutes, breathing deeply and feeling the gradual stretch in the inner thigh region. A common error is excessively rounding the back during the exercise, which transfers tension from the hip region to the lumbar spine, potentially causing discomfort and negating the benefits of the stretch. Another frequent mistake is forcefully pressing the knees downward, seeking immediate results, which can cause strain in the knee ligaments and irritation in the hip joint. The stretch should always be comfortable and sustained, never painful or forced. Many people also make the mistake of bringing their feet too close to their body when they don't yet have enough flexibility, which compromises posture and reduces the effectiveness of the stretch. The ideal is to find a distance where you can maintain an erect spine. For those who feel discomfort in the lumbar region during the exercise, a useful adaptation is to support your back against a wall, ensuring proper alignment. Stretch 5. Cat-cow pose. The cat-cow pose is one of the most effective stretches for combating spinal stiffness caused by long periods of sitting. This movement directly targets the paravertebral muscles, which are at the sides of the spine, and also works the deep abdominal muscles that are essential for maintaining good posture. The main tension point this stretch relieves is precisely the lumbar region, where most people feel that constant pain after an entire day in an office chair. A study published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science analyzed 30 adults with chronic lower back pain who performed this exercise daily for 8 weeks. The results showed an average reduction of 48% in pain intensity and a 35% increase in spinal mobility. Even more impressive, 72% of participants reported a significant improvement in sleep quality, probably due to decreased discomfort during the night. To perform correctly, start on all fours, with knees aligned with hips and hands aligned with shoulders. In the cow position, inhale deeply while lowering your abdomen toward the floor, lifting your chin and gaze, creating a gentle curve in your spine. In the cat position, exhale completely while arching your back upward, like a scared cat, lowering your head between your arms and slightly contracting your abdomen. The movement should be slow and controlled, synchronized with your breathing. The most common errors include performing the movement too quickly, without awareness, which drastically reduces its benefits. Another frequent error is forcing the extension too much in the cow position, which can compress the lumbar vertebrae. The amplitude should be comfortable and never cause acute pain. Many people also keep their shoulders tensed throughout the exercise, when they should actually remain relaxed, with the neck as a natural continuation of the spine. To increase the intensity of the stretch in the thoracic region, you can place one hand on the back of your neck in the cat position, which increases the rotation of the spine. Performing 10 to 15 repetitions of this movement daily can bring immediate relief and long-term benefits for your spine health. A beneficial variation for those who feel discomfort in their wrists is to perform the exercise with forearms supported on the floor instead of hands. Stretch 4. Purformis Stretch. The Purformis Stretch is an essential technique for muscular health in the gluteal and lumbar regions. The piriformis muscle, small but powerful, is located deep in the gluteal region, connecting the sacrum to the femur. Regular stretching offers several important benefits: reduction of sciatic pain, improved hip mobility, injury prevention, and lower back pain relief. This stretch is particularly valuable because it relieves pressure on the sciatic nerve, improves range of motion in daily activities, reduces accumulated tension in the pelvic region, and helps balance posture and align the spine. To perform it correctly, lie on your back on a flat, comfortable surface. Bend both knees, keeping your feet supported on the floor. Place the ankle of the leg to be stretched over the opposite knee. Hold the back of the thigh of the leg that's on the floor, and gently pull that leg toward your chest, keeping the other leg crossed. You should feel a stretch in the gluteal region. Never force the stretch too much, causing acute pain. Don't raise your shoulders or tense your neck during the exercise. Keep your spine in a neutral position without arching it or pressing it excessively against the floor. Pull by the opposite thigh and not directly by the knee, and avoid sudden or bouncing movements. For optimal results, maintain each stretch for 20 to 30 seconds and repeat 2 to 3 times for each side, and perform daily, especially before and after physical activities. For chronic problems, you can increase the time to 40 to 60 seconds per repetition. The stretch should cause a sensation of comfortable tension, never acute pain. Breathe deeply during execution, relaxing a little more with each exhalation. This stretch is particularly important for people who spend a lot of time sitting, runners and cyclists, or anyone with a tendency to develop sciatic pain. Stretch 3. Downward Facing Dog. Downward Facing Dog is one of the most complete body stretches, directly combating the effects of prolonged sitting posture. It simultaneously targets several tension points. It stretches the entire posterior chain, meaning it stretches calves, hamstrings, and glutes, decompresses the spine, opens the chest and shoulders that become hunched over keyboards, and strengthens the arms and core, essential for good posture. To perform correctly, start in an all-fours position and then raise your hips, forming an inverted V with your body. Extend your arms forward, aligned with your shoulders, and try to press your heels toward the floor. Your head should be relaxed between your arms as a natural extension of the spine. The focus should be on creating a straight line from your wrists to your hips, with a flat back, not rounded. A common error is excessively curving the spine, especially in the lumbar region, which significantly reduces the benefits of stretching for the posterior chain. Another frequent mistake is distributing weight unevenly between arms and legs, when the ideal is to seek a balance that allows complete stretching of the body. Many people also make the mistake of holding their breath due to the initial effort of the posture, when deep and rhythmic breathing is essential to deepen the stretch and obtain all the benefits. For those with sensitive wrists, a useful adaptation is to rest on the forearms instead of the hands, creating a modified version of the posture. People with less flexibility in the posterior chain can slightly bend their knees, allowing them to keep their back straight while developing more elasticity. It's important to remember that the heels don't need to touch the floor. The goal is to create a sensation of comfortable stretching in the legs, which will gradually evolve with daily practice. Stretch 2. Supine Spinal Twist. The supine spinal twist is a fundamental stretch for combating rotational stiffness of the spine, especially in the thoracic region, which becomes extremely limited when we spend all day in static positions. This exercise precisely targets the oblique abdominal muscles, the spine rotators, and also the lateral muscle chain of the trunk, areas we rarely activate in modern everyday life. A study conducted by the University of Sheffield followed 64 adults with back pain associated with sedentary work. After 12 weeks of performing daily spinal twists, the results were surprising. There was an average increase of 41% in the rotational range of motion of the spine and a 53% reduction in pain reports. Even more interesting, the study detected an average increase of 2 millimeters in the space between the vertebrae, indicating effective decompression of the spine. To perform this stretch correctly, lie on your back with your arms open in a T shape and your knees bent with feet supported on the floor. Keeping your shoulders well supported on the ground, let both knees slowly fall to one side, rotating the lower part of the spine. Your head can gently rotate to the opposite side of the knees, increasing the stretch. Breathe deeply in this position for 30 to 60 seconds, feeling the gradual stretch, and then repeat on the other side. A common mistake is rushing the twist, causing the body to fall to the side instead of controlling the movement. This not only decreases the effectiveness of the stretch, but can also cause excessive tension. Another frequent error is forcing the knees to the floor when flexibility doesn't yet allow it, which can cause discomfort in the lumbar region. The correct approach is to go only as far as is comfortable, letting progressive relaxation allow the body to naturally yield. Many people also make the mistake of lifting their shoulders off the floor during the twist, which completely compromises the purpose of the exercise and can generate inappropriate twists in the spine. The shoulders should remain firmly supported on the ground throughout the movement. Stretch 1. Doorway Chest Stretch. The doorway chest stretch is a perfect antidote for the hunched posture we develop from spending hours over computers, cell phones, and steering wheels. This exercise directly targets the pectoral muscles and internal rotators of the shoulder, which become chronically shortened by modern posture, causing that appearance of shoulders falling forward. By stretching this region, you release the tension that pulls the shoulders inward and allow the back muscles to function better to maintain an upright posture. To perform correctly, Position yourself in a doorway and place your forearms on the sides of the door, with elbows flexed at approximately 90 degrees. The forearms should be slightly above shoulder height. With one foot forward, gently lean your body forward, maintaining an upright posture until you feel a comfortable stretch in the chest and front of the shoulders. It's crucial to keep your abdomen slightly contracted and not allow the lumbar region to excessively arch during the movement. A common error is projecting the head forward during the stretch, which creates additional tension in the neck and compromises the postural benefits. Another frequent mistake is positioning the arms too high or too low on the door, when the ideal position is one where the elbows are approximately at shoulder height. Many people also make the mistake of forcing the movement too much, seeking an intense sensation, when in fact a moderate and sustained stretch for a longer time brings superior results. For beginners with significant rigidity in this region, a useful adaptation is to start with just one arm at a time, which allows greater control over the intensity of the stretch. People with very sensitive shoulders can decrease the elbow angle to less than 90 degrees initially. An advanced variation is to perform the same movement with the arms at different heights, first lower to emphasize the upper part of the pectoral, then higher to work the lower region, ensuring a complete stretch of all muscle fibers in the chest. If you like this, and also want to discover isometric positions that will change your entire lower body, we've left a video appearing right now on the screen with the 5 best ones. Thank you for watching this far, and may God bless you, my friend.